Oh, that's cool. So you get 5 judgment matches. So I guess I'll just let's just try to do all 5 live. We'll see how many we can get. So, right. The way I play focuses a lot on just whether I have control of the board. Basically, we want to get control of the board, and because of that, the headphones are really loud because I forgot to change that. Thankfully, we have post-production for that. But basically, so I might pop up some numbers up on the screen. But basically, the most important 3 most important squares are essentially these ones right here. This one being the most important because this way I can still defend all 3 of my all 3 of my idols that I need to defend. God, it's insanely loud for me. So yeah. Oh crap! I just realized I can't do that in post because it's dumb. There we go. We just turned that way down. But essentially, what we're doing is just and then now because we don't have any good those. What does this do? Oh, this is a tough decision. We're gonna want to keep them in place. So let's just keep you alive. It's still absurdly loud for me, but you guys are safe. Yuck. So I just want to get control of the board, and then the other thing we want to do is take out their creatures. But it's still more important to gain control of these middle sections, in my opinion, just because we can get yeah, we can get board control. That's everything. That's seriously the entire game for me right there. It can be summed up in one word: board control. And I'm not sure what that does, so that's a very solid card right there, actually. I kind of like it. I don't know if you can hear the game through my mic because it is ear exploding. It's amazing. And then also, if you're wondering how I'm going to have the control pops up all the numbers, very useful tip. You will want it. You won't want those up. It is very important. But it looks like this person was weird and actually made a one-color deck, which is pretty impressive. I did not know that someone would be lucky enough to be able to set that entire thing up. Yeah, let's just get this guy up. If the earlier you can get this thing right here up, the stronger it's gonna be when the game actually starts getting later. And if you don't know what the Ilmai Rider does, because I've been using it for a while, well, read its effect, I guess. But when an adjacent creature dies, it gets +1/+1 permanently. And then also, so you can imagine having a lot of things dying next to it is really great. That's why I kind of like using an Amnivore, or however the hell you pronounce that. I don't know how you pronounce things in this game. But I have a feeling I'm going to lose this one, so yay. In fact, they're going to pop down a structure, since I moved that backwards, or at least there's a chance. Or they're just taking a while to move and making random movements. Or they're popping a thing behind it, because that makes sense. And my ears still hurt. You have no idea. Actually, we have global sound for that. What am I doing? What am I doing? And it's probably not even that loud on your screen, but because I have my volume up. Yeah, God, I have my volume on full. I am smart. Right, so I hate doing this, but it's so important that I kind of have to. Right, so that's, what do you have? You could, no, we want to take you out. If we can take, because the next turn we can take this out, and so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, that's really bad form what I just did. You want to have more cards in your hand, but in that situation, he could have taken out too many things. He could have actually, it would have just taken out this, but he's already got a good grip on the board, and if I given him that much, bad things would have happened, basically. That's the long and short of it. I don't want bad things to happen to me. So that could have been a misplay. Depends what I draw next turn, really. But that's not exactly a fair assumption, knowing, because I don't know what's going to pop up. So that's what we do instead. And I'm not even sure if I should cut these into different ones. Ooh, smart. Yeah, the other thing that's weird is because of the way healing works in this game, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Oh shit, they gave it +2/+2. We're gonna want to butcher that with the right, yeah. They're going for side idols, which is bizarre. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is very good. So we can take this out, and then we give you a Mind Curse. And the reason I'm stacking these up is just because I want to protect this creature right here, which is kind of a habit I got from playing Order. That was what I actually got, and I've kind of become more of a Decay player. It's more fun that way because you win more games, which makes it a lot more fun. And the one thing I'm kind of worried for this deck that I just made, because it has a pretty weak end game. If you couldn't tell, its end game was basically a Harvester, which was the thing that cost 3, and I don't even have one of them in the actual game. But we can, oh good, so we can finish you off, and then he is dead. Alright, but that's pretty much the game right here. I mean, so basically, let's go over the strategies actually. So we want, it's board control, but you still want to take out their creatures. I mean, that's how you play the game. And then there's that, and I guess here, let's go over this part now, because I have to fill up this time with something else. I mean, come on, you have to say stuff, or else this is really bad. Like, I'm doing things wrong if I'm not saying things. And I'm getting messages on Skype, which is kind of annoying, and you're going to probably hear them. See? You can hear them. You hear messages on Skype, because that's how this works, probably. I don't actually remember, by the way, so if you don't hear them, yay! If you hear them, suffer. And turn, and my ears explode, and while they make their turn, I am quickly turning down. Ooh, yeah! Let's just shut up, Skype. There we go. Turn it down. Local settings. Wonderfulest thing ever. We will respond to you, person, later. But this is basically how the game works. So I'm not quite sure how to commentate this if you haven't figured it out yet. It's kind of weird for me to explain, because this has been the way I codify things. I guess, yeah. So, I've been playing, I guess I should actually explain, like, when and how I've been playing. So I've been playing this for a little while, about, I don't know, a couple months or so. Not exactly since when it came out, but this is not going to be helpful because you can just blow up the creature. What will be helpful is an Ember Bonds. Right, so let's just drop you backwards. So later in the game, like now, this kind of stuff isn't going to be as hugely, the board control where your place isn't as hugely important. It's more important in the early game, where this way you can dominate the parts that matter. But now that he's dominating the front of the board, it doesn't matter anywhere near as less that I have the specific squares. Well, shit. Well, he's killing everything. This is gonna become 6, so he's gonna, okay, he's gonna take all of his, he's not gonna blow up everything, actually. This is gonna become, yeah, this guy's gonna be alive. See? No, he is. Never mind. This guy's gonna be alive. And then he can kill any one of these. And this lets me draw a card, I should point out, so that's why I popped it. But I get to kill one of these two. Such advantageous. And there we go. And we're probably going to lose this game if you haven't figured that out yet. But that's okay, we got to play it out all the way, because it's very important. And the other thing I kind of like about the way I set this deck up, the nice part is that it doesn't have an end game, but, ah, crap, you gotta be kidding me, it gets to last a whole nother turn now. That's no good. So I think we're gonna have to go down to using Loyal Darklings, because they scare the crap, I don't know why, it just has a tendency to scare the crap out of the enemy. Not that I mind scaring the crap out of the enemy, but it's just really funny. They're terrified of, oh, okay, so can I play this on, I can play, okay, so I could pop that down, and then pop a Bitter Root. It decreases enchanted creatures' attack by 1. So we could essentially make this guy useless, because that's gonna kill itself eventually. And then charge coil in the corner. And by the way, that card hates me. And then I'm playing. I've been killed by this thing in games so many times. But the reason I'm playing this up here is because of the squares that matter, or points that matter in the game anyway. Essentially, because this isn't as important of a square because it touches the least amount of important squares. It makes more sense to put it here than, say, here, because I can't move as well. My mobility's hindered, so if I want to move this to that point, it's harder to do. But what are you? Two owls are summoned together with sister now. Whenever an owl does damage, sister owl's attack increased by 1. Oh shit, that's gonna be really annoying to play against. That's yeah, it should cost 6 because that is OP. So why are you in front? Whatever. And why are you only dealt 2 damage? You should be dealt 3, I thought. Oh, 2. Evidently not. So something's gonna die. That is good. But we can only play one of these. We have right, so we're not because of the fact that they're not attacking this turn, we're gonna pop it down to you and a you. And then we're going to have to place a bitter in a bit. And so the question is, what does this blow up? Good. We gotta take out those owls, it looks like. That's at least my guess on this game. We can get rid of the owls, because it's whenever an owl or whenever one of those owls. Okay, it's just an owl, so if owls become a very common card to play, and obviously it's a real card, it's going to be frustrating. Very frustrating to be up against. It gets to a surprisingly thinky point. Thinky is not the best term ever, but it's a very thinky game at times, even though it feels a bit like, at least at first glance, I mean obviously it's a game that takes strategy, you can tell that, but it feels a bit like the brainless MTG end game where you're just making a move because you should. Oh, that's no good. I don't like that. Berserk. What does this mean? Oh, okay. I thought that was an enchantment at first. Berserk takes damage because of class. Holy crap! That's basically a thing with the old version of what's the card? Well, that's no good regardless of what the card's name is. So we gonna wanna do something different. Something different. Right, let's pop you Dust Runner here, and then because we want to keep one creature safe is essentially our goal. This is the Berserker is kind of the anti this guy, but if we hit the owl, that makes me happy. And we should lose everything except for the Darkling. And the reason I'm willing to pop a Copper Automation is because it's got no defense essentially, or it only lasts 1 turn, so in the long run it's not going to help me at all. And then the Berserker and this guy are going to get plus 2. So they'll be able to kill me. So I'm not sure how I'll set up a defense for that, but that's okay. Especially with the Night Owl thing, because it's gonna pop this for once. That's gonna become a 3 when it deals me damage. Or I'm trying to remember the order they attack. I always thought it was like this. So I know it's from the front to the back of the rows, and for some reason I think it's from top to bottom, but I could be completely wrong about that. So they're gonna take out the charge coil. That makes me sad. No, wait, no, they're not. Oh, shh. The Druid Brilliant. Oh, that card. They've pretty much won at this point. Druid Burial Ground makes. Let's let you look at it, but it basically heals everything adjacent to it by 1 every single turn. So unless I can get a Mind Curse out, which isn't completely impossible. Oh, I forgot that would happen. Right, so we can take out #1 most important card. Alvarp enemy #1. And then what else should we kill? So we want to kill. Do you have any enchantments on you that I care about? No, you only have poison. That's going to disappear. That's why it doesn't matter. And you deal me damage, so I hate you very much. So you might use this guy right here to blow up the charge coil, which would be the best move. So we're gonna take out your idol thing, whatever the hell, the Druid Burial Ground, the Indian Burial Ground where crazy things lie. And then we killed lots of things, so that's only a 4/4. Good job, me. Good strategy. Good strategy. Next level strats right here. And then they also don't have their. So that's 2 damage to shit. 2 all structures. Why did that pop their idol for 2? Oh right, because of my loyal Darkling. So Minotaur, how much is that? Berserker costs 5. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, so let's just kind of keep this down. because that's ridiculous. Oh, that cost bullshit. They're gonna pop that idol. I guess the best option might actually be to oh, that was dumb of me, wasn't it? Oh no, because that drops. Yeah. What's the best way to take? I think the best option we have against that card right there is to what do you do? Attacks its base countdown is increased by 1. That's great. I love that because it's basically, yeah, I can see why it that happens to it. Base countdown is 1. I mean, that's still a very solid 1-drop. Don't get me wrong, but it's a bit fairer than what it could have been. Right, we want to kill you. And the aging knight doesn't really matter that much, so we want to drop you because all we do is just have Bitterroot, and eventually it'll just, because it has that exponential growth factor to it, it'll kind of be useless after a while, where it'll attack 2 turns, 3, 4, 5, and then once it gets to really 4 or 5 turns, it's just kind of the piece of shit that no one cares about anymore. That's so nice to cards. Just, oh yes. So we got some options then. We can either take out the, yeah, that's definitely a worthy trade. We will cast yeah, and then we get that guy's Slayer, and because he attacks every turn, that's why I kind of, hey look, the combo I thought of while making the deck was right. I am so right, and everyone else is so wrong. So that's another weak spot of this deck. It looks like it doesn't have much drawing capability, too many drawing capabilities, which kind of is a problem because being able to draw means that I can boost my my resources a bit better, which we want to do, obviously. So what do you do, person? Oh, another one of those things. They got a lot of those in the deck. I guess since there's no card max, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Okay, so we have 3 left. 3 thingies left. It might be the time to get rid of the Bitterroot and just get rid of that damn thing, and have you behind it and poison the shit out of somebody. So this is when remembering that you have to take out 3 of the idols matters, because I can basically abandon 2 of them. Obviously it's not exactly the safest strategy, but in this kind of circumstance, the best option I have is to sort of wait them out, especially since they've got their little frostbite Keared beard person, Frostbeard, that's his name. Yeah, this is gonna become useless. I don't know why he did that, because now it's got a countdown of 2. And as I said many times before, that number is only gonna get bigger. So, care me not. Care me not. That's fine by me, though. He can just have that attack useless idols instead of just making it die and save him some room. And so he played that to kind of to counteract the mangy riot. Ugh, the hell if I know how to pronounce words. Those things are confusing. Okay, that's actually really solid. We can take out a good chunk of them. Let's pop the Omnivore. And then we got a Harvester. Oh, beautiful. It's got a countdown of 5, but we can move this one forward. Harvester go here. And then we're going to take out at least 2 of their guys. And then they might, I don't know if they can get through or not, but regardless, it's got a countdown of 3. And to win, he's probably going to be smart and kill some of my people, which is good. I mean, obviously killing my people in general is bad, but in this situation, if he kills my people, I all of a sudden have an 8/6 with trample. What does that do? When he attacks, blah 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 blah, poison. Oh my, you would poison a Bitterroot. And is it a creature or yeah, it's a creature. So he'd have to kill the mangy rat. The mangy rat, mangy mang. So it's gonna have a countdown of 2. And then basically just keep on chucking them chump blockers in front of it, and good things will happen. The end. Happy end. But what? So it's just, I don't get what the point was. I guess he kind of wants to tap it. He figures somehow or another he's supposed to Treat it almost like it's got... Okay, we're very close. If we can just get one or two little strokes of luck. Well, we got something. So that, now basically that's a extra square that's being taken up. Because I gave it the Mire Curse, so deals it 1 damage, heals them for 1. Which means that it deals 1 damage first, it looks like, which means that it actually, if their health is down to 1, that is good. Or no, it looks like it heals it first, so their health's going to be constantly 1 below what it should be, which is very nice. Obviously, but still, I like that. Advantages are good for me. So that's the next big... Here's the next big thing right there. And everything is attacking next turn, which is what I saved the Draining Mist for. If you didn't figure that out from the blatant obviousness of it. Oh shit. I guess, yeah, you wanted that to pop it for 1, but that means that this... I don't know how I gotta kill 1 more thing, and then we are set. So unless he has a card that sacrifices itself, I'm not quite sure what I should do here. But that's okay. And we can probably kill something eventually. Great. So first, very important, before I forget, next, chump blocker. And then we end our turn. So this is going to be a very long match. Alright, so this is being dealt 1 per turn. It looks like it does heal second. So basically it'll kill a creature that's down to 1 health, but other than that it does nothing. Then again, what about the crone? I don't know. Crone is basically an underpowered puppet soldier, so they're not necessarily underpowered, but not as powerful. I don't know. I think what our best option now is, because we're fighting a war of attrition, just not dying for a while. That's what I got the Shearing Shackles for. So we could... we just need to draw 1 freaking card. Oh, wait, we can, if we pop the Infernal Blast right here... There we go. Pop. Popped. Infernal Blast has been popped. Then we can give you Searing Shackles. And then we will rip through these guys. And hopefully the Searing Shackles will at least help to handle this one. So who knows? Oh, Vita Aura affects this guy, the guy that is attacked. I can read. For some reason I thought it was the other way around. I should be fine though. And regardless, I might be able to take out 2 of them. Not sure about the 3rd one. They've definitely got this one and that one. So which means we've got to protect the middle 3. Maybe I don't know, yeah. And he's already going for one on the side, which is the right move. And this, I'm still worried about the owl. So basically, as long as we can guard these middle 3, which is going to be tough to guard the middle, but other than that, we're fine. And hopefully that's good. Hopefully that's enough. We can take out... So, again, what matters at this point is... Why would you give that to the creatures that doesn't matter? I don't understand that at all. Ow. That sounded weird. Alright. Oh, yes. One of my favorite endgame cards here is the Rot Eater. Just because of what it does to enemies. Which is kind of what you want things to do, is be mean to enemies. And then we can... more times we can get our Harvester out, the better off we're gonna be, because even if they set up a defense, if we can butcher a couple of their guys, we're fine. And then also, we want this to stay there, because it's constantly eating away at its health. If we can just hold there, it's basically a factory of killing my people, which buffs our Ilmire Rot Eater, which means that I have a place that I can push into from here. And then every time he kills that, that also helps out our Harvester, which then, because of its Relentless, or Trample, if you're used to saying it that way, because that's what I'm Out of habit, that's what it's called. That's what I call it, and that's what it's called, therefore. Makes sense. Then it'll kind of just kill lots of things. But it'll rip through everything. And this guy is really solid at just taking out the front one or two things, and then eventually I had a game today where it actually hit 20, where it hit it was a 22. I was against a white deck, and then I had all three of mine in my standard deck out, so it was fun and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So they're going to take out 3, which means that this is going to attack again. And then, yeah, they're going to take out the 3 front men, or the 3 front player things. Oh, weird move. I did not see that one coming. Oh, he probably thought that I was going to do that, but what I don't get is why he did that, because, well, you'll see. So that's at an attacking mode, but now, does this have does this have virtual aura? No, it doesn't have virtual aura. If you can tell, I also don't care about pronunciations whatsoever. But now I can kind of put this back here, and the one thing we don't want is that to go like that and that. Ah, shit. Oh well. He might take out a charge coil, he might not. Regardless, this was a nice play. Yeah, it does deal the damage first and then it heals, which is perfectly fine. I mean, either one is an advantage in its own way. So, either way, something is either having its max health reduced, or it's killing things off when when their health is low enough. Which I love both of those. Anytime my enemy is hurt, that's a good for me. That is a good for me, and I like goods for me. See, this is the point where also you have to remember about the Rot Eater's high attack, and if I can kill off even a couple of my own people. Oh shit, that's what they were doing. I was kind of like, part of me was thinking they might have one of those. So they're probably gonna use this to finish off. How many? One more round left. So if they switch these 2 out, and then I don't get this. Okay, good. He didn't. He made the wrong move. He can only. That's only got 1 turn left of it. So that is a-okay. And then we got a couple dust runners. But even more importantly, we have. Yeah, actually no. We wanna. Especially with the amount of health this thing has got left, we gotta protect these 2 sides. And he's. Oh shit. We're gonna have to move these 2 in, because if he can even get 1 strike on this from any of his current units, then we are dead. And that's bad. Obviously. But still an important detail to remember. Because if you will lose the game, all of the statistics and shit that I just explained does not matter. You have to win the game. Basic rules, but still important details are important, so yeah. Don't forget that to win you have to win. So yeah, that was a good move by them, because they're now got the 2 and 2 matched up. And then this is actually, I think that's gonna be. Wait, why did you? What? I don't understand that move at all. If they'd done that, they could have killed this thing, which would have actually been a lot worse for them, because it's only got 1 health, or for me, because it has only 1 health left. But now I can I hate dropping that card, but I kind of have to. Oh, good, even better. And now we can hop a blast strike down. No, we don't wanna. I feel kind of bad. Yeah, let's hit it right there. Come on, go. Oh shit, blast strike does that. I thought it was the other guy. Oh well. Nothing's attacking this turn, so it's not hugely important. But I still kind of want it in case they. I thought blast strike was the You remember the one card that dealt everything in the same area 1 damage? I totally mixed them up. That was a terrible misplay on my part, but that's okay. So we should claim the oh, we should claim the board clearer right here. And one of the most advantageous for me, I should add, because of the fact that this now has 10, which is great stuff. Oh. Oh! Thank you, person. You have just won me the game, possibly, maybe, I hope. But we can just do that, and then all of a sudden we control the board, and we have a card that can kill any idol I feel like. Great stuff right here. This is actually a much better game than I thought it would be. More quakes. Yay! How many quakes do you have? That's 3 damage shell structures, yeah. And then we have the spark. Yeah, that's actually a very solid card right here, but in their situation, not so much. Because all it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a damn good card, but... I mean, they're right. We still want to defend this, so... I mean, we can take out anything, so I don't see why he's defending ones with 10. You want to defend your lowest one. I mean, yeah, I've got options now. If I can move that to this row, I basically have complete control of how the game runs. Though he does have a good amount of cards in the field. He doesn't know about my 2 sparks. So I can do things is what I want to say, basically. I got the power. Right, so we gonna wanna let's just, and you get a spark, and you have a special present, actually. Let's Ember Bonds you, and then we can summon a Copper guy. And I'm saying the entire game relies around board control, but at the same time, like I was also saying, there's a point where he has low enough control that it doesn't matter too much. I can send these 2 guys out to work together to kill this, and I kind of, because of the fact that I've got I've got 3 weak, basically I have 3 weak, idols. I want to finish this game ASAP, so something that might be a mess up, but you really never know until the game's ended, which is how a lot of things work out in this game, but that's okay. Dumb misplay again, if you can't tell. Irritating stuff, I tell you. Irritating stuff. And I could have just used the spark too. Oh well. We'll kill that guy. He's gonna be dead soon. And then he'll get a +6 bonus, but it doesn't really matter. And then now, that guy will die when he attacks, and then he gave him... Oh, he got the Frostbeard thing, that's all, so it's very temporary. That is fine then. But those board clearers basically handed me the game, so I don't get why he did that. And then I don't think I'm actually going to talk through the rest of these, because these are not... I don't think this is going to be the most fun of things. I'll talk over it if you want after I finish it, or I'll fast forward it or something. Okay, so what he wants to do is he wants to gain control, because he just gave that an Ember Bonds, or not an Ember Bonds, a Bear Claw, so it gets +2/+2. But if we can somehow manage to clear his half, like getting another Harvester, we can claim the victory for our own. Oh, wow. Conveniently placed Harvester. Nice deal. But because we still have to not get our asses kicked, popping down the layer, the almighty stalling card right there. It's much more important, because the idea was of Frostbeard was to make everything kill me. But it kind of turned the tables on him, which I didn't even expect. I thought I was very dead in the game. This is a good game, though. This is a good game, though. This is a very good game, though. So I like. Oh! Nice move, person. 10 out of 10, did not expect. And holy shit, I don't like this feeling. Right, we need red. We need lots of red. That's essentially what this comes down to, is we need more red. If we can... I think those 2 will actually work in nice sequence with each other. And again, remember, they have to kill 3 of my idols. I get to choose 2 of them, so I want to choose the 7, 4, and 2. So if I can convince... But the great thing about this is, of those, So basically, I want to defend 7, 4, and 2. So of those, I can always keep him on his edge because I have the strong side thing. Ah, crap! He got that card, and then he's got the bear paw. The Ember Bonds should keep it relatively low, but not ideally. And then he's gonna go. Okay, whatever. How many of those guys are in this deck? I really want to know. Because I know there's not a limit in this game mode. Which is why it's completely possible he's got like 82.5 billion. But again, we need our Champlaka. And then that's gonna attack. He might pop that there or there. Either way, it doesn't really matter too much because neither of them can kill it. And you can't really kill any of my guys in this situation. We just have to take out a couple of his people, and then this, and it's Relentless, should do the rest of the work pretty much for us. So even sacrificing that, as long as I have a different defending card, is just fine. And this minus 1 health. Attack and health are both decreased by 1, so it basically gets -1, -1. Okay, so now we've got to play our secondary defense. Oh, I did not expect that, and that's a Ducal Infantryman, which is a very solid card, by the way. If you want to play a white control deck, very important. Okay. We gotta just draw. Every time you change, blah, 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 blah. We've already seen that card before. I don't know why I have to read it, but it's very important that I read it. So they've got 2 turns to take me out, basically. Right, we're gonna wanna... Holy crap, yeah, this in Relentless, it doesn't even matter where it hits. So basically, we're gonna have to go all in right here against that specific row. We can do some turning, but for the most part, yeah, basically, we gotta take them out here and now, which is gonna be a fun ending, at least. Who knows what will happen? Cliffhanger! We can always use cliffhangers. So, they're, yeah, because they have the 4 and the 3. And then our... Oh, they healed it again. How many hymns do they have? How many of every card do they have? They just, like, made a 2 billion card deck. Which is not right. Woo! That was scary and close. I didn't like that feeling at all. We're gonna have to pop you. Energy Siphon doesn't really matter too much anymore because it doesn't let me draw. Alright. You here. And you here. And you here. And then you are the troublemaker. Actually, you're not, but you've got good capabilities to hurt your own thingy that I forget what it's called again. But that's okay if I forget what it's called because it doesn't matter. Ah, shit. That might be the game right there with that frost scale. And so you saw the possible misplay that I was talking about with the giving up the position for the 1 card. Yep, that is game right there. Or at least it should be if he's smart about it, because he just has to move his this person to here, this person to here, and then he's gonna get... What are you doing, person? You can get 4 idols. Whatever. Game's over here. So yeah, you could have gotten 4. Not my fault that you messed up, but whatever. So so I get 1 common so far, but that's only my first game. So it doesn't look like we're gonna quickly match and figure out if it gets recorded. If not, I'm gonna keep on recording, but let's just say we end it here. You might see more, but depending on what your reaction to it is. But see you next time. Like and subscribe, all those things. Who knows, maybe you can see me fail at scrolls some more. But bye.